Good afternoon, everybody. I am Lakshmi, Assistant Professor of Physics Department in Rajarajan College of Engineering and Technology. Now we are discussing about a topic on laser. What is a laser? Already we are know about a laser is a single light source, monochromatic, highly directional, and it have a coherence property. Laser is a powerful source of light having extraordinary properties which are not found in the normal light sources. The unique property of laser is that its light waves travel very long distance within a very little divergence. Laser's abbreviation is a light amplification by a simulated emission of radiation. Already we are now about the four terms. What is meant by simulated emission, radiation, and amplifications. First laser was invented by a Luby Razer. It was a scientist name. Next, basic concept for the laser. There are the four stages of the laser: absorption, spontaneous emission, simulated emission, population inversion. Absorption means ground state level energy electrons are observed to give us some amount of energy from the photons. What is meant by absorption? Photons of suitable energy are supplied to the atoms on the ground state. These atoms absorb the supplied energy and jumps to excited or the higher energy state of E2. And the lower energy state was a E1, acts as like a ground state, and then higher energy state was E2. Some amount of energies are applied from the ground state electrons and jump from their excited state, and it gives us some amount of energy from the photons to be excited. Spontaneous emission. It was one of the most important types for the emission. Electrons that jumped to higher energy state does not remain for a longer period in that state and come back to the original ground state by losing its energy in the form of photons. Photons does not have any corrections in phase and considered in a coherent light. Thus the release of energy electron on their own is known as a spontaneous emission. It was already know about electrons are released their own energy. Next topic is a simulated emission, another type of emission. When a photon suitable energy is showered in an excited atom in the higher state E2, the atoms fall back to the ground state emitting a photon's energy which is a phase with simulating photons. The higher state must be a metastable state. It can be noted that an important word for a metastable state, a state in which the electrons remain longer than usual and the transition to lower state occurs a simulated emission rather than a spontaneously. Above emissions we are talk about a remainder the same state it can be obtained. The coherent beam of light is obtained due to simulated emission of the photons from the atoms jumping from the metastable state to the lower energy state. Next topic, properties of a laser. What are the properties of the laser? The light emitted from a laser is a monochromatic. It is a one of the color wavelength. It what acts like a single light source particle. Another one is a laser emits a light that is a highly directional. It was a straight line forward and it was a very crucial. That is a laser light is emitted